I mean, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. We can't decide. We cannot decide if we should go to Maine or Panama for the hurricane season. What are our top priorities right now? Well, there are 3 things we can boil it down to. The props are rattling again. Our props need to get rebuilt. And the chain, well, you've heard about the chain. It's rusting from both ends now.
There's a big tangle here at the end.
And something I haven't mentioned is that I have a spot on my earlobe that has not healed in over a year, and I am afraid it could be cancer. We've decided to head to... Or there's always Antarctica.
Pleasant sail up from Calabash Bay, up the Sound with the following wind and the following sea. Rather fast at times, getting up to 11 and 12 knots.
What are you making?
I've been wanting to make hummus.
Hummus?
Hummus for a while, so I'm excited. I almost forgot the olive oil. It's like, why is it so dry?
Where were we? We are headed up to the Staniel Key area. There is a cold front going to be rolling on through, so we're going to get settled in with some westerly protection. It'd be nice to see some rain. Boat's salty. I don't think we've had rain in a month.
Wow, you don't see mega yachts rafted up together very often. Wonder how many fenders that takes to be comfortable.
I got one. I got one.
Me so, you know.
I got one. Honey, do you think you could patch these with your sewing machine? I got one. I don't want to make it sound like we're getting desperate, but please join our Patreon. I think, some new underwear.
Can I see the back?
Not all cold fronts are the same. This one that's coming in overnight tonight has brought some real havoc to South Florida. Wind gusts to 60 knots. So it arrives here about 1:30 tonight, maybe 2 in the morning. So we've got extra scope out. And the swells probably won't be a big deal, but it's a lot of wind. Could be a busy one for me. I hate this part. I hate the waiting part. We've got a line of thunderstorms, and they look like they are going to pack a punch. And I'm waiting here for 3 hours for them to get here. Well, it's about just before 5 in the morning. It looks like the cold front is arriving. A nice little boomer. Let's go check on the radar.
Ooh, it is steamy. We're downstairs with the air conditioning on, doing some editing, and the cold front just came through. So, yeah, just getting another boat shower. That's pretty nice. Definite change in the weather pattern, though. More thunder, more heat, more humidity.
Cold fronts reach down into the Bahamas all winter long, but this was the first cold front that really brought a tropical feel. It was downright soupy, a sign of the changing season. It was time to decide, do we go north or do we go south? And the decision was making us a little nuts.
Nervous. I want to thank the organizers of this talk. There's a Y in the road, and there's a chicken trying to cross the Y in the road. And he gets halfway across one part of the Y. Okay, on time? Okay. And he's trying to cross one part of the Y in the road, and he's in the middle, which I call the V part. I call the V part of the Y. The chicken's stuck in the V part. He's like, why did I even go part way? You either need to cross the entire Y or just stay on your side. And folks, that is the commitment we face today.
I've got a feeling that we're going to go to the beach right now and we are going to make a decision about the direction of our lives because we've got this clarity all around us. I think we're going to decide our direction at the beach. At this water.
Ready to hit this hard?
Amazing. Come on, Twinkle Toes. No, you didn't. Next
I
level.
do it for you. There's our anchor.
Wow.
Hurricane season's coming. It's gonna get thunderstormy, more humid, and might be time to get ghost.
It seems like maybe the ideal situation would be to go not this weather window, but the next one.
North or south?
Yeah.
You want to drift it?
Yeah.
Or do you want to
Let's
get in the
drift
water?
it. I feel like I was more leaning towards Panama. And
Yes.
then,
Yes.
well, like just in general. And then I shifted to the north. So if I shift back to Panama, you'll be shifting back north. Is that it?
How many people died of malaria building the Panama Canal? It's some insanely large number. I'll say it's 2,000 now, and maybe it's actually 20,000 or something. Panama is, especially in the rainy season, it's extremely wet, a lot of thunderstorms, it's hot, it's humid. The Darien Gap is right there, which is known as an impassable land bridge between North and South America. That's Panama. It's water, man. That's the difficulty. How can you get me away from this? Huh?
Can't.
You've got to like drag me away from this.
Today I want to show you how to make shakshuka. This is a really great boat recipe because most likely you have everything on board. And you don't have to use red pepper. You could use any vegetable that you want. You can put shakshuka on anything. Quinoa, rice, pasta, but we like grits. You know how we like our corn.
So this is a liquid tortilla?
This is your liquid tortilla. And then we add a little bit of butter.
Oh, I thought you were talking. That's why they're so good. I thought it was going to be like a little, you're going to knife off some.
No.
That's like half the stick.
Okay, but we will eat these grits over a course of a couple of days.
Couple days. Couple hours.
And you got to stir grits regularly. So good time to preheat the oven because it'll take some time to saute, but this is the right time to get your oven going. 375. Red pepper, garlic, and onion in olive oil. And now I'm going to add the spices. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of paprika. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. Just stir this together for a minute. And then we'll add the tomatoes. All right, now we're going to put in 3/4 teaspoon of salt. and quarter teaspoon of pepper. And let these juices simmer, baby. Simmer. So I've let this thicken for about 10 minutes, and now I'm going to transfer it into this pan. I'm gonna add the feta cheese. And then we're gonna crack some eggs. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the oven. Ah, the shakshuka. It's ready. Are you ready?
I really, really like this meal. It tastes so rich and kind of complex. It's got all my favorite elements. You got eggs. Well, tortillas in a way, liquid tortillas. And I just like the spices. I like the... Actually, can't remember what you said.
Cumin and paprika and cayenne.
It's that garlic and onion together.
So what's wrong?
I've got this spot on my earlobe, and it just is not healing. And it reminds me of when I had basal cell on my nose, and that wasn't healing.
So you're worried you got cancer on your ear?
Yeah, I think it's cancer. I mean, it's been months, and I've been trying vitamin E oil, and I think I think I need to get it checked out.
Okay. All right. Should we take a look at it?
Yeah, I don't.
And just like that, things become obvious.
Can you put some gloves on before you touch it?
Sometimes you just have to look at what your immediate needs are. And we've got some immediate needs that don't have much to do with Maine or Panama.
The props are rattling again. Need to get rebuilt. And the chain, well, you've heard about the chain. It's rusting from both ends now. We've decided to head to Florida and take care of those three things. And then we'll decide which way we're going, Maine or Panama.
Or Mars.
We might go to Mars. Or there's always Antarctica. We're at one of our favorite little spots in Pipe Creek, and we're doing a little payoff with some snorkeling, and hopefully we don't see a shark because it's 4 o'clock, and we're definitely testing fate. All right, here we go.
This is a defining point in our lives. Are we going to go with the known, the staid, the true, the
is safe? Or are we going to venture further afield? And it's a conundrum. We've been wrapped up into an enigma. That's right, an enigma. For weeks now. It makes me feel divided inside. On the one hand, there's the weak young child, worried and afraid of being alone. And then there's the man who can face any challenge head on, no matter what comes. I shall overcome. But the scared young child inside, his heart beating fast. He says, no, don't go to where the howler monkeys howl. Go to where the lobsters click, or are buttered well. The man inside says, don't be a bitch. Go get you some howler monkeys down there in Panama. You can do it. You can handle this. It's time, boy. Fly the coop.